Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Okay, right, this little Mazda 2 we've actually purchased of a customer. Now, we actually sold the car new, so back in the latter part of 2015, so it was one of the first of the new shape Mazda 2s. I knew the customer personally. Him and his wife both had two cars, one each from ourselves, but they're into their 80s now, and with COVID and bits and pieces like that, they just don't need two cars. It's just surplus to requirement. So we bought this back, and we're really excited about taking this back into stock, because this is an automatic Mazda 2, and we just don't get enough automatic Mazda 2s, especially this shape, mileage, and of this age. Now, reason I'm excited as well is because the earlier Mazda 2 automatics, they only attract £30 road tax. So to tax this car a year is £30. Now the later ones, same shape, same car essentially, that was 17 plate onwards, you'd have to pay £150 or £155 for the road tax. So I think that's a great benefit, because I think we'll all agree we all pay a little bit too much tax. So they're all 5-door, these cars. This is presented in the snowflake white, which is a pearlescent paint. It's in really good shape, this car. It didn't take us much to clean it, and it's done under 11,000 miles. I'll get the exact mileage when we get in the car. Now, it's the Sport Nav spec. Now, don't be put off by the Sport Nav, the sport part of it. Doesn't mean it's a sports car. It just had the nicer alloys, the diamond cut alloys. It had the privacy glass at the rear. It has the parking sensors, okay, has the climate control and automatic lights and wipers, but we'll get onto all of that when we get inside the car. So it's just a higher spec vehicle. It's still a low insurance group, one of the lowest in fact, and a super economical car. Now, these are all 1.5, no complicated turbos or anything like that. It's a 4-cylinder engine with a nice 6-speed automatic gearbox, not one of these ones that rolls back on a hill and, you know, it's a bit jerky. It's a proper automatic box with a torque converter. So that's something that a lot of people ask us. It's just got one of those regular gearboxes, not like a semi-automatic. It's a regular, seamless gear changing auto, but you can drive it manually if you want. I don't know why you want to, but I can show you that when we get in the car. Right, so being a hatchback, you've got ample amount of space there, and you've got a 60-40 split rear seat. Okay. Now, these are your little parking sensors there, and you've got keyless entry. That's the other feature on the Sport, so you don't have to get the key out of your pocket or blip it. When the key's on your person, you press that button, you can unlock the car. Really handy if you've got other things in your hands. You've got your electric windows here and your wing mirrors, and the wing mirrors, if you turn this knob, they will fold in and retract. Okay. You've got a height adjustable driver's seat as well there. Let me get in the car now. I might sound a bit rushed today. It's because it's got cold again. Right, now in the cockpit, there's all the essential things you need in a car these days, in my opinion, as well as all the safety devices. Now, I'll run you through them, but I'll give you a little tour of inside. Now, it's got, you can see the little buttons there and there. They're for your ISOFIX anchorages, so if you are going to carry small children that need booster seats or baby seats, it does have the ISOFIX anchorages. Now, the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start the car up. So keys are in the car, so I'll just leave them there. You press the brake, this lights up green, you press the button, and she fires up into life. Now, the reason I've done that, I want to get the heater on. Not too loud though, I'm not going to put it on full, you won't be able to hear me, but that's better. Right, so let's start with the mileage. So your mileage and rev counter are here. So the car's done 10,299 miles. It's got a good service history, this car. Obviously, because they haven't really used it, well, it's barely done any miles at all. It's had 4 services. Last one done about at 9,800 miles. I think the first 3 services were done by ourselves, Mazda main dealer. And then the 4th one was done by an independent, but all stamped and documented. But we will run through, we'll put the car in our workshop. Anything that needs doing will be done. So it will be presented to the next owner in at, you know, with Mazda standards, Mazda main dealer standards. Right, this steering column here can adjust. You got up, down, okay. I'm going to leave that down a bit. Okay, now this stalk here, you've got auto wipers. Okay, so that's sort of something you get on the Sport. That works by the sensors up here, and you've got auto lights. Okay, so once again, you've got a light sensor up there. You've got cruise control for those long journeys. And you can also set a speed limiter, which is a really good thing. So the car physically won't go above that speed, even if you put your foot to the floor. You can answer and make call, receive and decline calls here. And you can, oh, sorry, let me just get that. You can turn your volume up and down here. And info will give you like range and MPG and bits and pieces. Now look, their average speed has been 15 miles per hour. So they've only really gone around the houses, and they've got 35 miles to the gallon. A car like this will do like 48 miles to the gallon on a sort of mixed cycle. They're very economical. And as I just want to emphasize, it's £30 a year tax, which I think is fantastic. So this screen here, they call it the Mazda MZD Connect. Look at that, Radio Caroline, bit of nostalgia for you. But this is touchscreen. Yeah, so look, I can go to the home screen, but once you start moving, that's disabled. The touchscreen feature is disabled for obvious reasons, because it's distracting, and you know, I'd say that's dangerous. But this here, this dial, this can operate that screen. You've got quick keys for your music, the home screen, your sat nav. Now, I'm not promoting, obviously, playing around with your radio as you're driving along, but it is a lot safer. And look, I'll take you through here. So applications. So that's where you've got your fuel economy monitor, warning guidance. So if you're low on fuel, or it's below 4 degrees, it will come up and warn you. Your maintenance reminders and fuel economy monitor. Now the car has iStop. Okay, so once this car's warmed up, the battery's charged, etc., and you're in traffic, you put your foot on the brake, you're not moving, the car will switch itself off. This will, in turn, the main thing is keep the emissions down. It's good for the environment, but it will also save you money because you're not burning up fuel unnecessarily. The moment you take your foot off the brake, the car will fire up into life and off you go. So it's a seamless process. You won't even know it's happening. All cars will come with that these days, for obvious reasons. It's something that took a little bit of time for me to get used to, but now it's just a normal thing, really. So that is a feature on the car. Now, as you can see, it says it's not ready. Reason being because our engine has not warmed up correctly yet, and it's a cold day, and I've only driven about a mile. So once that's done, it will all be ready, and it will work as it should, because it's an intelligent system. It won't turn the engine off unless it's properly warmed up, or if the battery's low, etc. Right, so I'm going to go back to the home screen. Now you've got your music functions. Now, as you can see, it's got DAB radio, which is fantastic. So that's one source, but you've also got FM, AM, AHA and Stitcher internet channels, and you've got USBs down here, which will read and charge. Okay, so if you've got a memory stick with music on, you can read it from there. Personally, I will use that to charge my phone, but you'll also can read information from your phone. Now, when your phone is paired to this car, you can also stream the music off your phone, or play Spotify, or I don't know, I like listening to documentaries as I'm driving to work. It soothes me when I'm battling through the M25 traffic. So really good stuff there. And the car's got sat nav. Okay, very functional. Find address, nice and easy. Go to town, punch your postcode in, and off you go. Now, just to let you know, for those of you who are really into your tech, you can upgrade this system. It will all look the same, but there's an upgrade to it, and you'll get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, so it will mirror your apps on this screen. For me personally, this is enough, but I know probably in the next few months or years, or when I get a new phone in the next year or so, I'll probably want CarPlay on my cars. It's something that's coming on all our cars now from standard. And then you've got your communication. I think I've mentioned this, but that once it's paired up as well, you've got your call history, your phone book, etc., and you can make calls and receive calls safely there. and then in your settings, display settings, safety settings, must mention on the safety part, you've got smart tissue brake support. So there's cameras up here. If your car, if you're in traffic, for example, and you get too close to the car in front, and the car believes that you're not intentionally doing that, so you're not accelerating, braking, or steering, so you've lost, you're not paying attention. We can all get distracted. The car will apply the brakes so you don't collide with the car or the object in front of you. Now, of course, we're all very competent drivers, but the good thing about this is whether you need it or not, or it's ever used or not, it will lower your insurance. Reason being, most accidents happen at such low speeds, okay? And then you've got lane departure warning system. So if you were to veer out of a lane, say on a dual carriageway motorway, without indicating, the car thinks you've not done that intentionally, it will warn you. So another really good feature. Now, a good feature for today, the heater. So you've got climate control. You can set it on auto and set your temperature. And then you've got your air conditioning there. All right. Heater's very nice and warm. Now your gearbox, as I say, into drive and off you go, but you can knock it over and drive it manually, either like so, or using these paddles here and here. But really, I don't know why people overcomplicate things about driving an auto. My opinion, of course. I just put it into drive and off I go. I don't really want to do any more. So I think I've covered most of the things here. However, if there's any questions, please give us a shout. And under these COVID restrictions, we're trying to do as much as we can via, live chat, videos, video conferences, and lots of detailed photos. So if there's anything you'd like me to video more specifically, maybe run you through bits on the car or more specific photos, please don't hesitate to ask. The car will come with a 12-month warranty, Mazda warranty, which also has roadside assistance for a year and also has MOT insurance. So if you fail on your next MOT, there will be certain items that are covered. But we'd like to think our cars will sail through because we prepare them to a high standard. And we put a lot of emphasis on customer satisfaction. Please do see our Google reviews. But because we're working remotely, try us at any time of day, by phone, email, live chat, and we'll try to answer your questions. Part exchange is extremely welcome, and we take anything. And try us. I'm sure we'll be better than any of the online We Buy Any Cars, etc., etc. Do try us before you try to dispose of your car. We'll do you the very best deal. And we look forward to hearing from you. So thank you for watching my video, and take care. Bye bye.